In this Write Your eBook video, we're going to talk about 3 marketing strategies you can use to promote your ebook online. Hey sis, it's your girl Steph Rodness, founder and CEO of Godlywoodgirl.com. It's a website that connects women of Christ with the resources they need to step into their God-given purpose as Christian entrepreneurs. So if you are looking for resources to help you start your Christian business online, make sure you head over to Godlywoodgirl.com and use discount code YouTube at checkout to get 10% off your order. Now, if you are ready to learn 3 marketing strategies you can use to promote your book online, grab your pen and paper, let's dive in. So strategy number 1 for promoting your own book online after you've written your ebook is a book club promotion. Yes, you can promote your ebook in online book clubs. Did you know that Facebook groups literally have so many book clubs that have already been formed, that already have group members, that already have leaders who are actually reading books and talking about them and discussing them? And it's so easy to find them. You just go over to facebook.com, you search groups, and then you put in your niche for your ebook and then type in the word book club. So fitness book clubs, purpose book clubs, Bible study book clubs, Christian romance novel book clubs, right? Whatever your niche is, type in that word and add book club and search Facebook groups that have already been formed that have people who read these types of books. So I didn't really realize this was a strategy until I finished writing my Christian romance novel, Genesis Kyrie. It'll be available February 14th. You can get on the waiting list for the novel by going to godlywoodgirl.com. But I literally didn't even know that there were all these book clubs that already exist for romance novels until I was kind of researching ways to do marketing for Genesis Kyrie, and I was like, oh snap, there are already so many book clubs that exist. So all I have to do now is reach out to the owners of the groups, reach out to them, let them know about my book, offer to send them a free copy, and let them know that I would love to come in and host a book club for their group members where we actually talk about the book and things like that. We can do giveaways, we can do promotions, and this is a great way to promote your book to an already built-in audience. The second marketing strategy you can use to promote your ebook online is a podcast marketing strategy. A podcast marketing strategy. Did you know that there are hundreds upon thousands of podcasts available online? And if you don't know what a podcast is, it's basically an audio episode that people listen to get information about a topic they're interested in. And you can find these podcasts everywhere. Google has podcasts, Spotify has podcasts, but my favorite place to look is Apple iTunes. So if you go to Apple iTunes and you search podcasts, you can literally type in your niche, type in your subject that your ebook is about, and find people who already have podcast episodes about these subjects. And so what you want to do is find their contact information. Usually they'll have a website listed, so go to the site or find them on Instagram, find them on Facebook, and send them a direct message saying, hey, I've written this book about topic that your book is about, and I think it would align really well with your audience because, and then you need to give them some sort of value. You need to let them know why your book is valuable for their audience. You can say, I'd love to come on your episode and talk about the book. I can send you an advanced copy so you can check it out. And I'd also love to offer your audience a giveaway, 1 or 2 copies to your audience as well to help you promote the episode. You want to approach the podcaster with value, plus value, plus value, okay? You don't want to send that podcaster an email saying, hey, I'm a Christian, you a Christian. Help a sister out. You don't want to do that. They don't know you, and they're already busy promoting their own products and the products of the people that they already have connections with, right? So you don't want to approach it that way as help me out. You want to approach it as here's how I can help you. You need to generate content for your podcast audience that's valuable to them. I have this piece of content that is extremely valuable. Let's connect together and make this happen. And you don't have to only get interviewed on one podcast. You can get interviewed on hundreds of podcasts, sis. Russell Brunson used this strategy when he was launching Traffic Secrets. He got on so many people's different podcasts to the point where over a total of 1 million people heard about his book coming out when he combined all the listeners of the podcast episodes together. So this is a great strategy to use. And what's so cool about podcast interviews, you don't have to leave your home. They literally take place virtually via Zoom. They can take place via the phone, or they can take place completely online using a resource like Anchor.fm, which allows you to record from 2 different locations at once. So they can happen virtually. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. And you can go ahead and get the word out about your ebook using this strategy. So to do this, you just go to iTunes, you search for podcasts, type in your niche, and find the podcast that already exists. You want to search by most popular, so go for the ones that have a few reviews, at least a few reviews. And bonus points if you go to that podcaster's Instagram feed or go to that podcaster's YouTube channel and see how big their following actually is. So if you see that they have a few thousand or a few 100,000 followers on Instagram, then you know they probably have a nice sizable podcast audience, and you definitely can reach out and benefit by getting in front of that audience. If you see on their YouTube channel they have like 200,000 YouTube subscribers, then you know that they probably have a pretty nice sizable podcast audience, because they're likely promoting that podcast to their YouTube audience. So that's one of the little hacks that I use to, when I'm reaching out to podcasters, to check out their audience. I just check out their social media platforms to see how engaged their audience actually is. Now, when you go and do the podcast interview, don't forget to promote your book. I can't tell you how many times I've heard authors go on podcast episodes and do these interviews and forget to mention where their book is for sale. They're like, yeah, I have my book, it's about this and that, but they never tell the audience where they can actually purchase the book. So most people, we're very lazy people by nature, okay? I'm talking about myself too, all right? So I'm not gonna go and search for you on Google to find your book. You're gonna either tell me where to buy it or that's it. You know what I mean? That opportunity is lost. So if your book is available on your website, tell them the URL of your website. If your book is available on Amazon, tell them it's available on Amazon. Wherever your book is, let people know where it's actually available when you do the interview. And the third way to do marketing for your ebook, which is my favorite method and is the most effective and fastest method, but it is the most expensive. So my favorite method of promoting a book online is through influencer marketing. Now, influencer marketing is when you find an influencer who has a pretty sizable audience and you pay that influencer to promote your book. So for example, if my book is about fitness and I go on Instagram and I search #fitness and I find the top influencer using that hashtag has 500,000 followers, I can send a DM to that influencer and say, hey, I love the content that you're putting out. I wrote this ebook that's going to be so valuable to your audience. I'm writing to see how much it would cost to have you shout out my ebook to your audience. They'll usually go ahead and send you a DM back and let you know what their rates are. Now, some influencers, how do I say this nicely? Some influencers don't really have the business mindset, so sometimes they won't respond at all. Sometimes they'll take 4 months to get back to you. Don't get offended. A lot of influencers stumbled into being business entrepreneurs by accident. They were just really good at Instagram or really good at YouTube or really good on Twitter, and they built this big audience, and now businesses are reaching out to them to promote their brands, and they're like, what is this? So they didn't intend to start this business. It just kind of fell into their lap. You know, good for them, praise Jesus, but that's why you can't get offended if they're not the most professional people in the world. A lot of influencers that I work with, they're like 18, 19 years old. You know what I mean? Like they're brand new. So don't get offended if not everything is like kind of crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Just make sure you are very clear on the rate that you're paying, have that written down, and make sure you're very clear on the content that's being put out. So whether it's an Instagram story, an Instagram feed post, an IGTV live, whether it's a YouTube video or a tweet or maybe 4 tweets that you're paying for, just be very clear on the rate and the deliverables that you're actually getting. But this is one of my favorite strategies to use for promoting anything, not just a book, because influencers have built in an audience of people who know, like, and trust them. And so if that influencer co-signs your product, their audience is going to co-sign your product too, because the person that they trust has said that your product is quality. So influencer marketing is a phenomenal strategy, and my favorite places to find influencers are YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, because I can actually see with metrics how much engagement that post is getting. And if I see that the post got me, once I pay them, give them the rate, they post the content, if I see that it translated to sales and I got an ROI, return on my investment, so I made more money than I spent on the rate, I will do another promotion with that influencer. I love doing influencer marketing. It's one of my favorite ways to make an income online and do marketing right now. It's not going to last forever, but right now, influencer marketing is an excellent way to promote your books. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to start trying these marketing strategies, but you realize, well, your book's not quite done, sis, join me in Godlywood Girl University. It's my online e-learning platform for Christian women that shows you how to create your own business online. And I have an entire track designated for my authors so that you know how to get your ebook done quickly or your printed book done quickly, and how to build an audience online so you can create books for that audience and sell to them over and over again. So Godlywood Girl University is launching in January 2021 by the grace of Jesus. So to get on the waiting list for Godlywood Girl University and get the sign-up bonus package that I'm going to have available to the first 1,000 girls who sign up, I'm so excited. Go to godlywoodgirl.tv and put in your email list so that you'll be on the waiting list. And if you're not already subscribed to the Godlywood Girl YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscription button. My goal for this channel is for it to be the #1 resource for every woman of faith who wants to live her greatest purpose for Christ as a Christian entrepreneur. So if that's you, hit that subscription button, and sister of Christ, God willing, I'll see you at Godlywood Girl. Hey love, thanks so much for watching this video on my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button and click the subscribe button so you can get brand new videos that Godlywood Girl releases. My mission with the Godlywood Girl YouTube channel is for it to empower at least 5 million women of Christ to get unstuck, stop feeling frustrated, and start living God's greatest purpose for their lives. So if you want to join that movement, make sure you click the link below to join me in the Godlywood Girl School of Purpose, where I literally teach you how to start living God's greatest purpose for your life step by step. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.